Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the award presentation. The President of the United States takes pleasure in presenting the Silver Star to Corporal Christian A. Brown, United States Marine Corps, for service as set forth in the following citation. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action against the enemy while serving as Squad Leader, 1st Squad, 2nd Platoon, Weapons Company, 1st Battalion, 6th Marines, Regimental Combat Team 8, 2nd Marine Division Forward, 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force Forward, Afghanistan, on 7 December 2011, in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. While conducting a contact patrol in the Kajaki district, the squad came under intense fire from multiple hardened insurgent positions of a numerically superior force. Corporal Brown immediately directed fire onto the insurgents, coordinated with an adjacent unit, established a base of fire, and assisted in the development of a plan to maneuver on the insurgent positions. With insurgent fire intensifying, Corporal Brown decided to displace the machine gunner and designated marksman. During their movement, the marksman was hit in the head from a burst of insurgent fire and critically wounded. Corporal Brown immediately radioed in the medical evacuation request and led his squad leader under fire to a hasty landing zone. With the helicopter taking fire and unable to land, he identified an alternate landing zone 400 meters away and coordinated with the medical helicopter to extract the urgent casualty. After establishing a support by fire position, he personally carried the casualty under heavy fire the final 300 meters to the alternate landing zone. Without regard for his own safety, he safely evacuated the casualty, consolidated his squad, and responded to the insurgent attack until the fire ceased. By his bold leadership, wise judgment, and complete dedication to duty, Corporal Brown reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. For the President, James F. Amos, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Salute.
All right! Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Thank you. All right, well, good morning. It's a great day. Hey, 1-6, good to have y'all back. Welcome back from Yuma. And particularly great to see everybody here, former members of 1-6, family and friends of Corporal Brown, to come here today and help recognize his accomplishments. It's great to see his mother here. Welcome, glad you could make it. And also the Lance Corporal Levy's family. For those who don't know, Lance Corporal Levy was the Marine that was medevaced in that citation you just heard a few minutes ago by Corporal Brown. So great to have you all here. You heard in the citation the heroic actions of Corporal Brown that have earned him the third highest award the nation can award somebody, the Silver Star. Let me just give you a little more context and talk a little more about Corporal Brown outside of that. He'd only been the squad leader for about a week at the time of that action, and he was Lance Corporal Brown at the time, actually. And he earned that job as squad leader by just being the guy, being the one that people naturally follow. Just a natural leader, force of personality, physical courage, competence, smart, the guy that cared about his Marines. So when they needed a new squad leader, you were the obvious choice to take over that squad. And he just was that kind of a guy. The one who knows how to motivate his Marines and sailors, how to make them better, how to challenge them to be better than they were, and then praise them when they meet his standards. Just the kind of role model leader that we expect from our young Marines and sailors. And you were that role model. You are that role model still today. There are Marines and sailors today, alive today, because of Corporal Brown. The example you set, whether you saved them personally, saved their lives personally or not, the example that you set by showing what right looks like for the young Marines and sailors in your squad and your platoon, guys that follow your example now, that know how to take care of other Marines, owe their lives to you. Let me give you one quick story about an example of Corporal Brown's leadership over there in Afghanistan. The Division CG at the time came out to see him at their patrol base, and he went across the river into Azan, and it was dangerous territory. So Corporal Brown's squad is the one that's going to take him out there. So he's getting ready to go, so it's his responsibility to take charge. So he starts checking out the Division CG. Say, okay, hey, where's your tourniquet? Okay, that's not the right flag. Where's your eye protection? You know, so he's squaring away the Division CG. Lance Corporal Brown is as a squad leader, which is exactly the right thing to do, and the CG knew it too. So he took care of him like he took care of every Marine, made sure he had what he needed, knew what he was supposed to do before he goes out of the lines and goes into combat. And that's just the kind of guy he is. So it's not surprising to me that faced with extraordinary circumstances on December 7th, that you acted extraordinarily. Corporal Brown is just a force of personality. Ask anybody in Wounded Warrior Regiment right now, and they'll tell you the same thing. Since losing his legs, he's continued to lead and mentor and train other Marines and sailors up at Walter Reed and across the Marine Corps. He's established and founded a program for hunting for wounded warriors called Gunslinger Outfitters. And he continues to be a leader up at Walter Reed with his fellow Marines and sailors. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Corporal Brown, for being that role model for all of us, for being a terrific example of all those young Americans that have joined in a time of war and gone over and defended the nation, and then come back and just be the most terrific American you can continue to be. I really appreciate it. I'm proud of you. The division's proud of you. The nation's proud of you. Thank you, and Semper Fidelis.